I believe cartoons possible within the Danish law and within the Danish values, freedom of speech. It is not something that you can be responsible for or that you should anticipate on. You should use it in every vast and thorough and clear way, your freedom of expression. So again, it depends on what issue it goes for.
My friends talk to me about their problems because they say I'm a very caring and understanding human being.
No, I am, I hope. But I mean, it's not that my friends come to me to tell them their problems. Not because I'm not a person who would listen to that, but because in this stage of my life, I'm working 18, 19 hours a week, so I'm a very lucky guy to have an evening with my wife, family in the weekend. So at this time, it's not the case that I have too many meetings with too many friends. So it's very hard to say agree or disagree, because I think if I would have the time, perhaps they would do it, but since I don't have the time, it's not realistic.
When was the last time that you were spending some time with your wife and family?
I think it's a week or 10 days ago, something like that.
And do you know when we will see them again?
At Easter.
At Easter?
So next week.
If I notice a stranger in a group, I think the person has to do an effort himself or herself to get into the community.
Well, it depends. It's up to the person in a way. When it's a group of friends or persons, it depends. When it's, if you, for instance, see the Dutch society as a group and people from abroad, I'm not talking about tourists, but immigrants are coming, I think they should surely, definitely, 100% do that and try to assimilate and integrate in the Dutch or Danish society.
I'm pretty good at knowing if somebody is interested or bored about what I'm saying.
I think we already had that one, no?
Something like that. We can skip that one. I have a nice one here. Yes, I often start new hobbies, but then I begin to feel bored about it, and then I move on to something else.
Now, once again, I have very little time for hobbies, but in the past this is true. When I had more time, I tried a lot of things. And after,
what kind of hobbies were you into?
Well, sports, for instance. I need to sport a lot more, going to the gym, like a hobby. But I tried, and then I didn't go too many times. Well, several things.
But what about like you know, real distinct hobbies like fencing or playing bridge or collecting stamps?
No.
No?
I haven't done that, no.
I'm not into taking chances.
Well, this I have to say is totally disagreeing, fully disagreeing, because I believe you should take chances, not only in politics but also in your life. If you play for safe, it means often that you don't take any risk, that the situation surrounding you or in your country or in your family will not change. And I believe a lot in the Netherlands has to be improved with all different issues. And then you have to take a risk. You have to change. I mean, not everybody's doing it. I'm not blaming people who don't, but there should be some amount of people who are willing or sacrificing certain risk to be made. And I hope I'm one of them.
Other people often say about me that I'm not a sensitive person, but it's difficult for me to see why.
Well, it depends. People who don't know me often say it, but people who know me wouldn't say that at all.
So, why?
Well, people who know me know that this is not true, but people who only see me sometimes from TV or things like that, and sometimes have a different opinion from the images and the impact it has. Don't forget, in the Netherlands, the issues I'm talking about are often serious issues. I'm talking about, well, for instance, the Islamization and the stopping of building mosques, or the immigration, or the fighting crime, or Moroccan youth throwing gays every week in the water, of beating them up. Well, this is a message, if you want to stand up for the Dutch gays and for our moderate society, then you don't do it with a laugh and smile on your face. So it's often connected to the message and the subject you're talking about, which of course is not, in my case, not always funny subjects. Where people say, what a funny guy, and it shouldn't be like that.
So your reply would be that you disagree? If the context is your close friends, yes. I would be too nervous a guy to try the big roller coaster in the Tivoli Gardens.
I don't know the big roller coaster in the Tivoli Gardens, so I first would have to see...
Do you have a big roller coaster somewhere in the Netherlands?
Well, I would not be the first one to do it, but I would not... At the end of the day, I would try it. Yes, yes.
I would often, as a rule, recognize the point of view of other people, also, even if I'm not, even if I disagree with it.
Well, it depends on your definition of recognize.
What would your definition be?
Well, it's your question. I don't know what you mean.
I would say that you accept it as a point of view, as an argument that you're willing to debate.
Of course, no, of course. I mean, I'm a Democrat, and I want people to be able to choose. I would never want my party. I hope we will be even more successful than we are today. But it wouldn't be healthy for any party, and so also not my party, to have a majority in Parliament. You also will need checks and balances, and discussion and debates. And I often initiate in the Dutch Parliament, or my colleagues initiate debates every week again. So, especially when you disagree with it. If you have a disagreeable appointment, then have a debate and try not only to convince the other, but to also tell the public what the better opinion according to you is, if you disagree with that. Yeah. So of course I would acknowledge it, but I would also fight it. Yes. I would fight it in the most tough but democratic way, to show people that that opinion is totally wrong and that the opinion of my party is the right one.
Yes. We can't finish the test, but my feeling is that you are actually a fairly empathetic guy.
Okay, more than you?
Probably, yes.
Okay.
It's time for you to say good night to the viewers of the 11th hour.
Okay.
You will be using that camera.
Well, I would like to thank all the viewers of the 11th hour to watch this program. I hope you have learned some more about me. And perhaps my last words would be that I'm very proud not only to be in Denmark, but also proud of the Danish public. You are a strong people, and if I compare your attitude and the attitude of your government when it comes to the crisis, unfortunately starting again about the cartoons, I wish in the Netherlands we had such a brave countrymen, but especially such a brave government. So I applaud you for that, and for myself I will do my fight against the coming Islamism in the Netherlands. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again.
Senere i aften bliver der begået endnu et mord, og kommissær Montalbano har svært ved at tro, at det er mafiaen, der er indblandet.